Hi everyone, welcome to Things Lucy Reads. I'm Luce, and for this video I thought I would do something that I have never done before, and that is the try a chapter book tag, except it's less of the tag part and more of the trying part. I will be going to Sydney very briefly and then Brisbane for my sister's wedding at the end of April, and I have 3 books that I am considering taking as my read for that trip. Yes, if you're wondering, I am in my pajamas. We're just gonna go with it. So my options for the book are There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job by Kikuko Sumura. Anyway, this is about a woman who wants to have a job that just requires doing nothing, not even thinking, and as someone who has worked in retail and hospitality for the last 10 years, I honestly really feel that. And also, like, talking to no one is also one of the things she wants, and just what a mood. And then the next option is The Jasmine Throne by Tasha Suri. I put up a poll on my Instagram stories about which one of these I should read, and this one won, which I knew that it would. But I actually feel like this is the one I am least likely to take. I think I might just put it on my general April TBR because I don't know, I'm feeling it. I'm not feeling it as a holiday read, but we'll see. And then the last option is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. So I've been wanting to get into dark academia, and this is like the classic quintessential, like, first of its kind dark academia book. It's been famous for a really long time before dark academia has been a thing, but in recent times it has kind of spawned a movement of books like this, or maybe not specifically because of this book, but books like this have become more and more popular, and now it's a whole thing. And I have been interested in reading this for like a whole decade now, but I've never actually gotten around to it. It was originally recommended to me by my good friend Joanna way back when. And this year I just really wanted to get into dark academia, and I wasn't necessarily going to start with this, but I thought because I'm going away and I need to pick something, and it seemed like a good jumping off place because the circumstances were aligning for it. You know what I mean? So this is the third option. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to read not the first chapter, because none of these books have like traditional chapters, but I'm going to read the prologue for the 2 books that have them, and then up to the first page break in the regular narrative, which is about page 10 for all of these books. So I will do that, and then I will come back, give you my brief thoughts, and then I will say which one I think I'm most likely to be reading on this trip. And then when I go on the trip, we'll find out which one it was that I read. I'll start with The Jasmine Throne just because I think it's the least likely. So I will read the first part of this, and then I'll tell you my initial impressions. See you in a bit. So I've read up to page 8 of The Jasmine Throne, and it is interesting. It's not really enough to have a full grasp on the story, but it is compelling. The writing is very easy to get through, and I am intrigued to know more. So I think I might just add this to my regular TBR, which means I might get to it in April, or I might not get to it until next month, but we will find out. But even though this one won the poll, even though it would win any other poll I put up anywhere else, I don't think this will be the one that I take away with me, because I don't know. Maybe if I start reading it like just as a regular book and I really, really enjoy it, maybe then I will take it away. But at this point, I think maybe not. So sorry everyone who voted for this. I appreciate your input, but I am not going to do what you want me to do. So the next one I'm going to try is There's No Such Thing as an Easy Job. I will be reading up to page 11 of this, which is a page break. This first chapter is called The Surveillance Job, and this book does not have a prologue. So back in a bit. It's 8:30. Someone just went past my house screaming. Anyway, so I just read the first part of this and it's pretty much exactly what I thought it was going to be. It's very stream of consciousness. The character is just, at the moment, she has a job where she just sits down and watches surveillance footage of this one guy who works from home, so it's like he's just there all the time, and so she spends a lot of time at work because she has to watch all the footage of this guy. I think this is in with a good chance. Like, it's very slow moving, and I do think you'd be able to put it down and then pick it back up again later and still, if not remember exactly where you're up to, like be reminded in very short order about what was happening when you last left off. So this one, maybe. It depends how I feel about the secret history, but yeah. And also the other thing is, I bought this from Bin Chicken Books, and Bin Chicken Books has just opened a storefront in Brisbane. So I just feel like it would be cute to read this on the trip, because I bought it from that shop before it had a physical like shop, and then I will be going to the physical shop and also reading this. It just feels poetic, but we'll see. All right, so I will move on now to the last book, and that is The Secret History. I'm pretty sure that there's some kind of murder in this, so I guess we'll find out. I will be reading for this book the prologue and then up to chapter 12, which is the first page break. And then we'll see how we go. Either I'm going to be really interested in it, or I'm going to think it's hella pretentious. Maybe both. But we'll find out. So there is a murder. And it is a little bit pretentious, but not in the way that I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to be reading it rolling my eyes all the time, and instead I was really engaged and very interested to find out what was going to happen next. I don't think I'm going to end up liking the main character. I also don't think you're meant to. He's just very sorry for himself about everything all the time so far. So we'll see how that goes. I think I am going to take this one. I think I always knew that this would be the one that I took, but I just wanted to make sure. So these two I will read. I am very interested. This one I think I will definitely get to this month. I think I'll end up flying through it, even though it is fairly chunky. And then this one I will attempt to get through to this month, but we'll see. Currently, this is the one I'm going to take away with me, and I'm going to try and read these two just generally throughout the month, or maybe next month, depending on how things go. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you've read any of these books, please feel free to let me know what you thought. If you just want to let me know that you're here but you don't have anything specific to say, leave me an airplane emoji, some emoji to do with flying. Stick that in the comments. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.